It's a special edition of In the Know on this October 11th. More on Canada's weather story heading into the long weekend, but we've got Mark Robinson in Tampa, Florida. He was braving the storm. Hurricane Milton, of course, made landfall this week, and in the light of day, you've been able to see the damage, experience the feel of what's going on in the city, but also you were mentioning that you were able to get gas. Speak more to that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big part of the ongoing story here in Tampa is getting those things that you take for granted back up and running. You know, we're talking about gasoline, we're talking about power, groceries. I had to get gas for the car because we were running quite low, but as we were trying to document the damage in and around St. Petersburg and Tampa. And the one thing that we were a little bit worried about was the gas. And of course, we're just one small car in the vast sea of cars and people that are in the city. I did manage to find gas as we sort of saw the gas station starting to open up again. I can tell you though, there was no other way to put it, a desperation to get gas, but that is starting to ease as things come back online. People are coming back to the city and moving back to sort of the different areas, down closer to the coast where they may have evacuated into Tampa, may have evacuated into Orlando. We're beginning to see that sort of switch around and sort of life coming back to the city. So it's been quite an interesting couple of days.
Now, you were able, Mark, to move and travel around Tampa yesterday post landfall, which is, of course, was Wednesday night. In your, small, limited experience, what did you see in terms of the damage, the scope, and the feel of the people in the city, too?
There was, the damage around the city is... There's a lot of damage. I mean, there's just no getting around that. A lot of it, though, is trees down, branches down, power lines down, but it's not the catastrophic damage that we feared. So the cleanup process, you can see it starting and just removing those trees, getting the power back up and running. Some neighborhoods were able to withstand those winds. Other neighborhoods, maybe not as well built, older homes. Those homes, you could definitely see more damage to those places. But again, if you're talking about storm surge, it doesn't matter how well built your house is. But when it comes to winds, it does make that difference. Those winds are going to take apart the older houses much more easily than the newer ones. And I think that's what they're dealing with here in Tampa. But if you go down to, say, Punta Gorda, even Sarasota, they're dealing with the surge damage. They're dealing with the water in homes. That's going to take a lot longer to get cleaned up. But that process is now beginning, and my fingers are crossed that hurricane season has ended for this part of Florida.
Double fingers crossed here, Mark. Thanks so much. We'll, of course, have more updates with you as this story unfolds. Florida for tomorrow afternoon. Looking pretty nice in Orlando, 29 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud. It's amazing how fast conditions can change with a hurricane moving through a state and a region. Canada's weather, let's check in on this afternoon. We've got 14 for Winnipeg, Vancouver 16 degrees with variable clouds. Towards the east, 21 in Toronto. Enjoy that 21 because we are dipping down for the long weekend. Atlantic Canada, unsettled weather for you in the foreseeable future. At times, you'll see peaks of sun, but overwhelmingly, it is breezy. Look at tomorrow morning and afternoon. Yarmouth, gusts possibly in excess of 90 kilometers an hour. You'll have rain at times, especially on Monday. And also, I'll let you know that today, even though we're warm in southern Ontario, it's going to be breezy. Gusts in Toronto in excess of 70 kilometers an hour. Plus, we're watching this too. Some rainfall moving into parts of Ontario heading into your long weekend, while the west is remaining pretty quiet.